me wipe my hands. Alright. What's going on, guys? This is a review for the movie. Alright, that's the last one. This is a review for the movie Contagion. And I heard that this movie was supposed to be awesome. And was it awesome? Well, you're going to find out. So the story of this movie is, like, as you can see, people get sick. And what happens? A virus spreads. And it just, boom, it blows up. It starts in Japan, they find out, and then it just grows. And they think that it could just kill everyone. And that's the movie. So I'm going to try and stay positive with this review. So let's start out with the good stuff. Every time, you know, there's like a transition in a scene, like someone's walking, like, you know, they're like, you know, they're going somewhere, there'll be like these crazy techno beats. They'll be like, when they're just like going somewhere, and I'm like, you know, okay, like it's entertaining, like to watch people go somewhere, so I like that about this movie. The performances, you know, they were like, when you get good actors, you have like a skill level that you look up to. It's not like, you know, in a movie like Shark Night 3D where you're like, okay, all the actors in this movie are gonna suck. All the actors in this movie, that, you know, they hold themselves up and they show like their skills, and everyone is good per se, but like because of the way the movie is structured, you don't get to like really like any of these characters. None of them really get developed. They all have, it's like, I don't know, it's like how in a Simpson episode, or like how in some of these TV shows they have like a couple different plots, so, you know, you don't get bored, but they don't go like, the movie goes like this. This is the best way to put it. It goes like, virus, and then there's a virus. And that's all there is to it. You know, I'm not a big fan of Matt Damon, but I didn't hate him in this movie, and it's probably because you don't see him for more than about 20 minutes altogether. That's probably a little low, but seriously, like, I thought he was going to be the main character, but you see Lawrence Fishburne more than you see him. There's some stellar direction in this, you know, this is Soderbergh, I think that's this guy's name. He's a good director. Like, there's some shots where, like, see, that's cool. But, like, the fact that this is an IMAX is a joke. Like, there's nothing, like, you know, like, too visually crazy that you're like, oh my god, you gotta see this in IMAX. Like, something like Tron. That is something that it's, like, flashy lights and, like, awesome things happening. That's something you want to see in IMAX. Not this. But, you know, like I said, once it goes, and there's a virus, it just stays there. Like, it hit its peak. This movie is more, in a way, like, it's more like watching, like, a reenactment. If in a documentary they're like, many years ago when this virus broke out, here's a reenactment of what happened. This is the movie they would show. And, you know, I mean, the disease is the main character, which in a way is kind of cool, but, like, I don't know. I found that this movie, once it got up there and hit its peak, you know, it just was kind of just moving along. And then it has the audacity to arrive at this ending. And I'm not going to say anything, but once they, like, finally, when this movie pulls off its pants and it shows you what it's got, you're like, what? That's it? Like, the movie starts, like, at day 2 of the breakout, and it's like, why did you just start in the beginning? Like, and then we wouldn't have had to have this be the big reveal at the end. They probably did that, you know why? Because the movie then would have ended with a prom in someone's house. That was super, super lame. That was dumb. The fact that this has 80% on Rotten Tomatoes is embarrassing. This movie is not that caliber of movie. When something goes up there like that, that's supposed to be really good on some level. Like, even the visuals, you know, like, the coolest thing in this movie is definitely, without a doubt, the music and the cinematography. You know, but other than that, you know, this isn't really worth your time at all. I would say rent this if you're really, really, like, you really want to see it. But, like, if you don't see this, you will miss nothing. This is just a movie in people's careers where they're like, oh, alright, like, I have a couple good lines, and this seems kind of cool. Like, the script was alright, you know, like, but it's just that the material itself, like, something can be so good, but when the material is lacking, that's when your project is really hurt. So I'm going to say just grab this as a rental at the Redbox, you know. Probably think it's alright. You know, there's nothing too special about this. Hopefully I'll have a new review coming at you guys. See you guys later.